people at the right time about the non-communicative diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and of course, related to that or as a consequence of that, the cardio diseases, which are very important. So we think, as far as I am concerned, we think, and the Rotarians are ready to help you in developing a sort of a system where we can, at the school stage or at the college stage, we can tell the younger generation how should they go about having the routine checkups to avoid the non-communicative diseases. As to Dr. Shirkadze, he was very candid in what he said, but at the end, we are happy that we are talking about having a letter of a memorandum of understanding between Rotarians and especially Rotarex, because Rotarex are the real force that we have. And if we can continue this program with about 600 Rotaractors to, teach people to wash their hands before they are doing such things like cooking and feeding. So this is important. Provision of safe drinking water has always been, Dr. a priority in the Rotary circle. Over the years, all the presidents of Rotary and the clubs in Pakistan and all over the world, they have been very, very particular and they've been very enthusiastic. We have provided a lot of drinking wells. We are providing a lot of these filtration plants, and we will continue because we understand the requirement, because less than 7% people are getting the water which they should get. And we thank, on behalf of all present, I thank you all for giving us such a wonderful insight into the medical facilities and the hygiene requirements which we can take care of. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was wonderful. It was great learning for all of us. And now we come to the main event of the Rotary District Conference. And this event, the Rotary International President's personal representative, Krish Rajan, is going to deliver his keynote address. So please, join your hands. Give him a warm welcome.
Governor Iqbal, my dear brothers and sisters of Rotary, reach within to embrace humanity. What a theme! Isn't it excellent? Yes, embrace humanity. You can do it through various services to mankind. Less than a month ago, there was a breaking news from India. Many of you may have heard it. India has been polio-free for a whole year, 2011. This has been a great breakthrough for Rotary. As many of you may know, Rotary Foundation's single largest multi-billion-dollar project is to eradicate polio from the world. Yesterday, we heard Director Shekhar Mehta in his address. He said, if you can eradicate polio from the world, the deaths caused by the polio, which is equivalent to the World War victims. Apart from that, the country savings by conducting national immunization days. What a huge savings we will achieve. By doing this, Rotary will have contributed over $1 billion. Mind you, my friends, $1 billion to a program that is expected to total approximately $10 billion in donor funds. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation gave for polio eradication efforts $355 million. Out of $355 million, they threw a challenge to Rotary World, to Rotarians, to match $200 billion. Mind you, my friends, we have achieved that target. In appreciation of that, at the last International Assembly held in San Diego, it was announced that Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is giving further 50 million US dollars to our cause. In 1985, there were 125 polio endemic countries, and one by one they were made polio free by Rotarians working with their governments and health authorities. According to WHO officials, the polio eradicating efforts have been stuck at the last 6 countries for 3 years. It has been made much harder to tackle the last 6 countries. But the breakthrough has been made, and as of today, only 3 countries are polio endemic. These efforts came about by our funding and perseverance of we Rotarians. Today, only 3 polio endemic countries remain. Only Afghanistan, Nigeria, and unfortunately, my dear friends, as I told you yesterday, Pakistan still on the list. I am sure it will not be long before we hear that Pakistan has made the breakthrough and eradicated polio free totally. India's population is 1 billion, little over 1 billion, and Pakistan's population is something like 200 million. If India can do it with 1 billion people population, why can't we do it? It is in the hands of the Rotarians of your district to give our children the hopeful future that they so richly deserve. You are the people that are going to bring about the difference to the children of your country. The future of Pakistan lies in your hands. Indeed, it is a great responsibility. And on this score, my dear good friend Asis Mehman, who is chairing the polio committee, National Polio Committee, is working hard, and we will be hearing soon after my presentation. Friends, let me tell you about some children in a geography class. The students were studying 7 wonders of the world. At the beginning of the lesson, they were asked to list what they thought were the 7 wonders of the world. Most of the students wrote 1, pyramid, 2, they wrote as Taj Mahal, and the 3rd, they wrote as Great Wall of China, and the 4th one, they wrote as Tower of Pisa, and the 5th one, they wrote as Empire State Building, 6th one, they wrote as Eiffel Tower, and the 7th one, they wrote as Temple of Parthenon. When collecting the list, the teacher noticed a student, a quiet girl, she had not written anything. So, the teacher asked her if she had trouble with her list. The girl replied, yes, a little. I cannot choose because there are so many. The teacher said, well, tell me what is on your mind and maybe I can help you. The girl was silent for a moment and then she wrote, I think 7 wonders of the world are 1, I can see, 2, I can hear, 3, I can touch. She paused again and then continued. 5th one, I can laugh. 4th one, I can laugh. 5th one, I can feel. 6th one, I can love. And the 7th one, and I can walk. This little girl did not have to look outside of herself to find the miracles of the world. Every one of her blessings was special to her. My friends, let us keep all the children of Pakistan to just so special by making sure that every single child is able to walk without the crippling disease of polio. It is in your hands, and I am sure that with more campaigns, you too will get the deadly disease out of your country soon. When we talk of Rotary, we cannot forget the funding arm of Rotary, that is the Rotary Foundation. The Rotary Foundation has helped Rotarians take action to meet a range of urgent needs. We give to the foundation out of our love for the work it does in helping people better their lives, but we also give because we know that our foundation stands behind every Rotarian ethics of honesty, responsibility, and trustworthiness. We know that the money entrusted to the foundation will bring in help and hope to those who need in the most. My dear friends, do you know that 878 million people, nearly out of 878 people, half of them employed, live on a daily wage of US dollars 1.25. Isn't it sad? $1.25 per day daily wage out of 878 million people in this world. 1.75 amounts to how much in Pakistan currency? I assume it's 90 rupees. It's about 200 rupees. It is sad. Providing clean drinking water, health care, education, and better standard of living to people in difficult circumstances all over the world has been the role of the Rotary Foundation. Rotary Foundation is celebrating its centennial year in 2017. As you know, Rotary Foundation was set up by Arts Sea Club with mere $26.50. That was a surplus made from the convention of Kansas City, and they put the money, and for doing good in the world, they started. Put today, $26.50 has become a multi-billion-dollar foundation. And how does this foundation get the money? You and me give it. The role of the Rotary Foundation is clearly illustrated by this story. This is a true story, my dear friends, about a man called Sandy Greenberg. In his youth, Sandy was a very good student, but he came from a poor family. And so he went to Columbia University on a scholarship, and there he met his roommate who also was receiving financial aid. While he was in the second year of university, Sandy got an eye disease that eventually proved to be glaucoma. Now, Sandy Greenberg was in a very competitive university, and he was fast losing his sight as the glaucoma had been not discovered early enough. But something else happened to Sandy when he lost his sight. His roommate started reading his textbooks to him every night. And as a result, Sandy went on to graduate with honors. He got a Fulbright scholarship and he went off to study in Oxford. He was still quite poor, but he had managed to save about $500 as he went along. His roommate, meanwhile, also went on to a graduate school. One day, Sandy got a call from him at Oxford. And his former roommate said, "Sandy, I hate doing my postgraduate studies. I really love to sing. I have a high school friend who plays the guitar, and we would really like to try our hand in music business. But we need to make a promotion record, and it is in order to make that we need $500. So Sandy took all his life savings and sent it to his roommate. That was the least that Sandy could do. Sandy's roommate cut the record, and it was called sounds of silence. Yes, my friends, Sandy's friend was none other than Art Garfunkel. Garfunkel turned up with another guitarist, Paul Simon, and then they became the rage of 60s and 70s. Simon and Garfunkel with their sounds of silence. Many of you may have heard of their songs. A few years later, Art Garfunkel played at Sandy's daughter's wedding. As a proud father, walked it down the aisle. Each of them made a difference in others' lives. As Rotarians, that is what we need to do, my friends. Ask ourselves, did my life make a difference? Every day of your life, you should think, how can I do something for someone else? How can I give back to others? It may be teaching, it may be becoming a doctor, you may be successful in business. No matter what your career path, there will always be the opportunity to give back. The chance will present itself for you to give of your time, give of your money, but mostly to give of yourself, of your own heart and soul. And the more people that join the folds of Rotary, the better it is for difference that we can make to the world. And how do we get the new members? We must have a specific plan. If you say, we will bring in one new member each month, then that is a real goal. It is measurable and accountable. How will you find a new member? Our specific plan could be based on a team approach with several members on each team. The team should meet and discuss qualified business, professional and community volunteer leaders who should be in Rotary. Another plan is to identify prospects by assigning 2 members to visit the establishments that are not represented in Rotary. Representatives should be invited to Rotary as guests to learn more about Rotary and enjoy the fellowship. A third plan could be to establish one club meeting per month to be a visitor day, to which all club members would invite a friend or a prospect to enjoy the meeting and learn about the good work of Rotary in their community. Although most Rotarians agree that program alumni are an ideal source of prospective Rotarians, my dear friends, only 2.9% of Rotarians have been actually drawn in the pool. In other words, from Rotary alumni, GSC team member, ambassadorial scholarships, everybody put together, we consider them as a source of thing for Rotary, but we have been successful of drawing only 2.9%. That means every 100 we get only 3 people to join Rotary. We also should concentrate on this. We are the people who must spread the word about the good work and the fun and fellowship of Rotary. As I told you yesterday, Rotary worldwide population, I will give some statistics. 31% of the Rotary population comes from USA, Canada and Caribbean countries. 28% comes from Asia region, that is India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal. Asia region goes up to Japan. Then 25% from Europe, Africa and Middle East. 8% from Latin America, 5% from Great Britain and Ireland, and 3% from Australia and New Zealand and Pacific Islands. So, if you see the statistics, as I told you yesterday, Asian region is growing, and for that matter, during Assis Mehman's time, he formed lot of clubs. Due to that, you were able to bifurcate from 3270, one district, into two districts, 3271 and 3272. And I was told that you all are concentrating to increase the members and very soon Karachi itself may be having its own district. We as Rotarians are limitless. If we set our mind to it, then we can do anything what we want. So, let each of us, you and I, look within ourselves, embrace humanity, and revolutionize Rotary without limits. Thank you, my friends.
Good afternoon. Thank you, my friends. And now we come to the next session, which is, yes, we can bring the change to end polio. And to have this session started, may I request Dr. Sala Tumsa? Dr. Sala Tumsa is Sindh Chief of WHO. Give him a big hand. Then we are lucky today to have with us, all the way from Geneva, we are lucky to have today with us Dr. Naveed Sodazai from Geneva WHO. And we have with us the chief of the polio monitoring cell in the Prime Minister House, that is Dr. Altaf Bosan. Dr. Altaf Bosan, please join us. And you know, there is an independent monitoring board. There is an independent monitoring board based out of London which meets and reviews and gives their comments. And we are lucky today to have with us Secretary of the Independent Monitoring Board from London, Neil Fry. Neil Fry, please join us. And I would request Dr. Farhan Isa to take the first chair. He would be giving the vote of the thanks in the end. And we have got, you know, to share with us the success stories of two community cores of Rotary clubs. One is of Rotary Club of Karachi Karsaz, we have Uwais Afaki. Uwais Afaki, and from Rotary Club of Karachi, Maleed Town, Side Town, we have Wahid. Today we are lucky to have all these learned people with us. And this is just a small starting of what we are doing for creating the awareness. And my friends, we just have a challenge. But as I told you, that we are determined to eradicate polio. It could be the ownership of the government, it could be the efforts of WHO, it could be the support of UNICEF, but the Rotarians of this world have committed to the children of the world that no one else is going to be handicapped, paralyzed by polio. You saw India is out of polio, and I welcome Director Shekhar Mehta is here. Welcome, sir, and Chair Faiz Kidwai is also here. So I was talking of the polio cases. Now, you know, we were out, Pakistan was out of the polio virus too, and as far as 3 is concerned, we have just 1 or 2 cases in KP. So we are almost out with 1 also, 3 also. So we are now just targeting 1. Last year, we did have almost 32.5% increase of cases, and this was due to about 65 extra cases from Balochistan, to which we'll come a little bit later. My friends, there should not be a fatigue. We keep on talking that there is fatigue, lack of government ownership. But how can we stop now? You know, if we stop now, just close your eyes for a second and think that if Rotary stops, what is going to happen? There would be 10 million polio cases in next 40 years. There would be 10 million more polio cases in the world in next 40 years if we do not stop transmission in the remaining 3 countries, and Pakistan is one of them. My friends, we have some expert opinion to follow, but I can just mention to you a few things. And one of them is that the augmented emergency action plan, which has been launched last month. Now that is a very comprehensive, and my friends in WHO will tell you that the last NID and in the just finished SNID, we saw a remarkable change. And we saw that we were able to reach more children. We have to continue our struggle to reach the last child, whether it is a migrant child, whether it is a child in Fata, or whether it is a child in Balochistan. Now, for the sake of the club members, we have given the soft copies. This is the President's augmented plan which has been launched. So I was just telling you that, these are just 6 points what you need to do before an NID. And there are just 7 points what you need to do after the NID. You can keep it in your pocket. We need the help of each and every Rotarian. We want each and every Rotarian to become Pradeep of Hyderabad. We want, more and more involvement. Without that, we will not be able to reach our goal. What are the problems we have? We have got, last year we look at it, 40% children missed out in security compromised areas and conflict zone. Now this is a big number. We are working with the Army. The Army Medical Corps has been kind enough, from the 350,000 children missing in the conflict area, now the number has come down to 120,000. Last year we saw a reduced number of cases in KP and FATA, but we have to reach out the rest of the children. Migrant population is a big issue. We have weak management to implement the immunization campaigns. We have teams which have less number of vaccinators. We have missing teams. We have contaminated sewage water. In the morning, we were told by UNICEF people that, 50% of the people in this country do not wash hands after using a toilet. 60% do not wash hands before cooking a meal. Now, these are all interconnected things. We saw the literacy figures. Fata, female literacy is 2%. Balochistan, female literacy is 8%. We have to work in all these areas, and I'm sure refusal in tribal areas by Jirgas and clerics has been there, but it is very soft. The Rotarians can help in pushing it. Vaccinating team often miss out children. Now we have to make sure that the Rotarians can play a very important role to make sure that we don't miss out children. Routine immunization. This also we spoke in the morning. Primary health care. Routine immunization has come down to 38%. India was able to meet the goal because their routine went up to 68%. 68%. Give a big hand to Shekhar. 68%, my friend. We have to make sure that when a child is born, we don't miss out on him. Conflict, political instability, hard to reach population, all these things are there, but why are the Rotarians? We have to reach there. Now we have agreed with WHO, and we have to start a training soon, that every club will be nominating 1 or 2 Rotarians who will be trained by WHO, and they will be the part of the district monitoring cell. These Rotarians will get a certificate from WHO to work with the district monitoring cell, and we would be able to keep our eyes open to see if there is a team or not, if someone is missing or what could be done. My friend, last week, Rotary, Pakistan Polio Plus Committee, signed an agreement with Coke International. And this is that from the next NIDs, Coke International would be putting, eradicate polio by giving 2 drops on 80 million bottles of Coke. 80 million bottles. They would be putting up billboards. They would be putting up messages to eradicate polio on 250,000 coolers all over Pakistan. And for the high-risk district, they have agreed, I've discussed with Faiz, we can start in Thatta, to finance reverse osmosis plant so that we don't have clean drinking water. That is also causing polio. This month, in order to create awareness, Pakistan Polio Plus Committee, organized table tennis, golf, football, and hockey tournament with the message of ending polio. I could have taken a very, very long time to tell these points to you, but I know that we are running short of time and we have got others also to listen to us. So I would request all those who are going to come and speak.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much. I am really very happy to be with you here, Rotarian. We are really in WHO. We appreciate your continuous support. And I remember now for me it is 1 month, and Mr. Masood used to call me to prepare those Rotarians for helping us in every district. And I received now all their name, and inshallah we're going to train them soon to be really, the support will be as the grassroots level, and we know that everyone knows the partnership of Rotarian in polio eradication. If you look into 1998, the polio is all over 125 countries, and now only 3 countries, because India last year there is no polio case in India. Everyone knows, and they celebrate 1 year without polio. And only 3 countries now, instead of this picture, now the picture changed, or in 2012, only 3 countries: Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Nigeria. The partnership really plays a role, and in India, they really, the independent monitoring board, they really define the partnership in India as seamless partner. And we hope in Pakistan now, the partnership is similar, specifically from Rotary and from UNICEF, from all WHO and the government. And you will see in the emergency, augmented emergency action plan, what is going on and what changed, and the result of this change also appears now. This 8 billion, if you look into it, saves 5 million children from paralysis. It is also cost effective. Is the ownership of the program from the bottom till the higher level authorities, the full ownership of the program of polio eradication. Number 2 is the seamless partnership, and which is now in Pakistan have seen this. We have seen this partnership after this National Emergency Action Plan and augmented National Emergency Action Plan. But I'm not going, because already Mr. Aziz gave you what is about this augmented National Emergency Plan. But your role is written here, is be part of polio control room. We have control room and operational room, and to monitor the campaign. I'm not going to the detail of the campaign, and monitor the campaign preparation and implementation. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much for inviting UNICEF to this August occasion. We are already, on the ground. There are around 250 field staff working, and at the provincial and district level, we've, communicated to all our field staff that they should be working in partnership with Rotary. And one of the examples is that in Khairpur, just came to know that they had a very wonderful partnership, and for eradication of malaria, and that was sort of piggybacked. The messages of polio were piggybacked on this the activity that they did for malaria. आपको पता ही होगा कि the slogan for polio is polio के 2 कतरे हर बच्चा हर बार, and that's so important. I mean, till the child is 5 years old. It's the more we emphasize, the emphasis should not be less. That Pakistan is just that 1% left in the world where, I mean, we need to give that last push, especially the partnership that we can create with Rotary, with WHO, UNICEF together can, really support the government on the ground so that we can, we are able to eradicate polio from Pakistan. I won't go into any details, but just to emphasize here that polio should be a priority with everybody, all citizens of Pakistan. I mean, it's such a global health issue. It's been really, Pakistan has really been focused. There were 198 cases last year, and there is a lot of effort going into it at the Union Council level. Work is being done at the Union Council level. Before it was the district, but now Union Council is the focus. The micro plans, the trainings, the mass media campaign, and all the rest that goes with it. It's happening at the Union Council level. So I would request all Rotarians to be to actively support polio eradication and help us with this, global as well as national cause. It's a national emergency, as you all know. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here and a great pleasure and an honour to be able to address all of you Rotarians. You do some amazing work around the world furthering the cause of polio, so to be here in front of you is a great treat for me. So, as your chairman says, I've worked for an independent monitoring board, and we're completely independent of WHO, UNICEF, all the other players and actors involved in the polio eradication campaign. So it gives us an ability to really reach into some of the detail and try and pick out some of the problems and some of the potential solutions out there. So maybe if I start off just by giving you the good news. The good news in Pakistan is that you have some amazing vaccinators out there, some amazing people involved from around the world, some amazing Pakistanis doing amazing work out there, some brilliant vaccinators. You have a new augmented national emergency plan, which is a much better plan than you had before, and if everything goes according to what's laid out there, you've got a good chance of pushing things forward. But unfortunately, the bad news is that although there is excellence going on in lots of places, there is not excellence going on everywhere. And because of the nature of polio eradication, if there isn't excellence everywhere, then overall you're not going to get the job done. The challenge for us is to make sure that every single vaccinator, every single child out there is reached, and that's the challenge ahead of us. So if I was going to be very short, as far as to say anything to you here as Rotarians, it would be to keep that amazing support that you have going. Polio eradication would be nowhere near where we are today if it wasn't for people like you, so it's absolutely vital that you keep going. And as Dr. Naveed says, use your influence as much as you can. We talk about, me and my colleagues, we talk about the polio family. It's not just about people who work in the polio eradication team, it's not just about people who have polio on their job description, it's about everyone else that's involved as well. So I urge you to raise the profile of polio eradication wherever you can. And there's one group of people who my board that I work for are always very keen to raise the profile of, and that's the vaccinator, the individual vaccinator out there on the ground, because whatever we do, whatever amazing plans we put together, whatever support we generate, when this one vaccinator is faced with a mother on the doorstep who might say that she doesn't want the vaccine because she doesn't think it's safe, of course that's not true, or she doesn't want to give the vaccine to her child because her child is sleeping, that one vaccinator has the power to persuade this mother, and it's all about that vaccinator's motivation. So if that vaccinator is motivated and does a great job, then that child will be vaccinated and polio will be eradicated from the world. So if there's one thing I can say to you, it's praise these vaccinators, support the team, praise the vaccinators, make them realise what a fantastic job they're doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PDG Aziz. It was an amazing session, and as PDG Aziz, he's doing a great job on polio eradication, motivating everybody. सबसे पहले तो I would like to thank PDG Aziz, and I would like to hear a big clap from everybody here for PDG Aziz, madam. Aziz bhai, when Aziz bhai is talking, he wants everybody to listen. Aziz bhai, I was having a clap for you. Well, talking about our friend from WHO, Dr. Sara, and then UNICEF, Rabi Amjad, is doing a great job here. They both talked about ownership, partnership, and search every child and every child every time, do Katre. The community core of Karsaz Club is doing an amazing job under the leadership of S. Kidwai, and Karachi main, Uwais Afaki Saab and Waheed, who's always here and who is doing a lot of good work for many other things also. Dr. Naveed from WHO, let's keep in touch and keep coming to Pakistan, and Dr. Altaf Bosan from EPI, doing a great work, and we need an independent monitoring board. Neil Fry, you're a young gentleman, and we hope to see you more here. And thank you for all the Rotarians and the media who's covering this event. Let's eradicate polio together. And remember, polio ke do katre, har bachcha, har bar. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the Rotary Group Study Exchange is one of the premier programs of the Rotary Foundation. I think it is that program which has contributed tremendously for the promotion of peace, world understanding and learning between the different peoples and cultures of the world. First of all, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to my home club, the Rotary Club of Karachi, Karsaz, and the district team, especially the GSC selection team, for selecting me as a leader, and I hope I will be able to contribute positively towards the... First of all, I would like to extend my gratitude to my home club, the Rotary Club of Karachi, Karsaz, and the district, especially the GSC committee, for selecting me as the leader of the Group Study Exchange team to visit Canada and USA, District 7040 in May. I personally feel that Group Study Exchange is more of a big responsibility than a great opportunity, and I hope that I will be able to contribute positively towards the success of this program and towards providing support to the team. This year we have got very dynamic team selected, comprising of very accomplished professionals, and I'm sure they will prove to be true ambassadors of peace and goodwill, and will leave a positive impression in the hearts and soul and mind of their host. It is my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you the team. But before that, let me just share with you the quote of Margaret Mead, the accomplished anthropologist, who once said, "Never doubt a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." With this mission, we embark on our journey, and I'm sure this team will be the change makers. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the true leaders of our GSC program, the Group Study Exchange Team 3271 to Canada and USA. Please welcome Dr. Tausif Akhund, sponsored by the Rotary Club of Karachi Airport, from Qasimabad, Hyderabad. Mr. Ashar Ahmed, sponsored by the Rotary Club of Karachi Airport. Ms. Naima Sadaf, sponsored by Rotary Club of Karachi Karsaz. Mr. Justin Dean, sponsored by Rotary Club of Karachi South. And Mr. Kashif Varsi, sponsored by the Rotary Club of Karachi Midtown. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Group Study Exchange team of District 3271.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. If everybody is settled, may I begin? Actually, it is as ardent and fair for me to be the first speaker as it is for you to be here in the meeting room on a Sunday morning listening to a person like myself very early in the morning. It is more difficult for me because of the reason that I've not been well, and maybe I ate something that didn't suit me, or I didn't suit that food. This is historical in nature, but it is absolutely essential for the immediate past district governor. May I present his accounts? The USP that I have brought doesn't give you any clear picture, I believe. But if you bear with me, I will speak out from the printout that I have in front of me. Mr. Governor, Rotary International President, representative, past district governors, dear Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you. This Sunday, the 18th of March, 2012, the historical day of the conclusion of the conference, so very nicely organized by the district governor of Palestine. And he needs a very, very good clapping for that. You see, I'm taking my time in presenting the accounts for various reasons. One of them is that all the photographers are settled down, and the people are also settled down because I am speaking to more chairs than people, and that's always the case on the Sunday morning. Hopefully it will go increasing. Last year experience said the same thing. The second reason is that this session was a 3-in-1 session, and that is, as you see in the agenda, there was supposed to be the district affairs, district accounts and resolutions, and only one subject is being taken here, and that is the district account. Ladies and gentlemen, actually last year, 2010-2011, we brought forward an amount of 875 rupees. This is 875 rupees. We had budgeted from the club dues an amount of 800,000 rupees, of which we received 94,000, that is here. And then we had budgeted 250,000 from ads and sponsorship for the district directory, but we got 270,500. So the total amount that we had budgeted was 1,050,000, as is shown here. We got only 865,000. Then if you go on the expenditure side, that was the receipts that we had budgeted and what we got. 1 million we had budgeted and we got 865,375. On the expenditure side, we had of course 250,000 for printing of the district directory, and we spent 255,000, 5,000 rupees more. Then mailing of district directory and envelopes, 50,000 we had budgeted and we spent 25,000, that is here. Then printing and mailing of GML, 480,000, and we spent 412,597. District awards, we had budgeted 30,000 and we spent 40,000. District conference report was still in the making. I've not taken into account. And district annual report also, we have not done that. Of the GSE team brochure, the GSE team leader is in the process of finalizing that, so I've not taken that. An assistance to the district road track, and that was 35,000. We have given the support to the road tracks of 35,000. Then pets, district assembly and other district events, 80,000 rupees we had budgeted, but sponsorship was there and the clubs had sponsored the pets also, so we didn't spend anything from the district fund, so that was a saving. And then contingencies, we had kept 35,000 and we spent 33,769. Bank charges, we had budgeted 5,000 and we spent 3,066. Audit fee 5,000. And then total expenditure, we had here 1,035 and actually it was 1,050 that was budgeted, and we have spent 804,716. So that is a saving of 60,659, which was there in the bank. So this is the account. If there is any question, I'm here to answer. If there is anybody will propose to accept it, then somebody seconds, then it will stand accepted by the district conference. Any questions? Past President Ashraf Ghori, DGN Ibrahim Shah Sahab, second set. So, what do you say? Shall it be accepted? Okay, thank you very much. That was very easy going. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
RIPR, past district governors, this is Sunday morning, so good morning to everybody. But what a pleasant morning it is, you see, after having a long night, lovely program in the night. But before the start of the tea, I would appreciate that this is the time when we can discuss something about the district. So I would appreciate any Rotarian, any of us wants to have anything to ask, please welcome. Yes, yes, Shah Bhai, most welcome.
I've not much to discuss, but to compliment some of the people that have really put their very hard work to various areas, especially in Sindh and Balochistan, from District 3271. Starting from 2010, the first floods that came into Sindh and Balochistan area. I mean, I was part of that, so I have seen this happening, that some of the people here sitting, one sitting right there, RRFC, Faiz Qadwai, then one standing here at the podium, no other person than the DG himself, then DGN and DGE, Jalal Sheikh is not here, then Pradeep Kumar, Baloch Saab. There's so many people here sitting who have put in their very best for the relief of the people who were displaced by unprecedented floods in Pakistan. That was last year. So much so that the Rotary International came to the rescue of our district, and they opened up a disaster relief fund internationally, of which a committee has been formed now with the chairmanship of RRFC, PDG Faiz Qadwai, and we are the members of that committee, I happen to be the secretary of that committee, and that is working day and night. And of course, Sai Shamsi Sahab is sitting here. I mean, the DG for 3272, he is also the member of the committee. We are working on a plan both in both the districts. In 3271, there is a plan of Rotary Village, which is going to be in coordination and cooperation with yet another thing, that is the Rotary Humanitarian Trust, again initiated by PDG Faiz Qadwai, RRSC, and all of us here, the PDGs. And together, these two institutions are going ahead with the Rotary Village. And let us give a very big hand to RRFC Faiz Qadwai for pioneering this project. And of course, the district governor, we all have joined hands with him. And in the north, I believe Sai Shamsi Sahab was also, will vouch for that, our project here is shelter, housing. Whereas in the north is water management and literacy and education and all that. So, I mean, I just want to bring to your notice the good work that has been done by some of the people here who you have been listening. Also, the fact that we are entering into a new era, that is the second 100 years of Rotary Foundation. We have already entered the second 100 year of the Rotary International, but we are going to enter the second 100 years of the Rotary Foundation in 2017, because 1917 the Rotary Foundation was founded. And we have to prepare ourselves for future. And for that, Rotary International has already come up with a future vision. plan, which will be the subject of discussion in the afternoon. We'll talk more about that. So I would suggest to all the clubs here to please look into the future vision of your club. Look into have the future vision for your district, have the future vision for your club, as future vision is important for every person who wants to progress, or even want to maintain, sustain the present position. The future vision is absolutely a must for all of us. So these are the 2-3 things that I wanted to talk about on the district affairs, the good things that are being done in your district. You may or may not be aware of that. Of course, the district governor has been covering all that in his GML, but still it is good to discuss all that here. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me time, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Shahbhai. It was a wonderful remark. Our very important friend, one of the past district governor, one of the close to the heart governor to us, Saeed Shamsi Saab is among us. May I request him to please say something?
First of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. About the disaster, the rain, this flood disaster, the fund which was created by the Rotary International has been now put at the disposal of a committee which is headed by RRFC, and because of the fact that when these funds were released, we had done most of the work in the north, and the south was the one which was more affected last year. So it was decided that the bigger portion of those funds would be put at the disposal of the southern district, the 3271, and 35% of the funds would be at the disposal of 3272. And in our district, we are planning to put up water filtration plants with that, and rehabilitation of the schools, both refurbishing the facilities and reconstruction. Now that is what we are doing. But one thing regarding the accounts and thing, I want to say that years after years we see one thing, and this is not only in this district, this is in our district also, that the governor presents a budget, and that in that budget at the district assembly, it is approved by the majority of those present over there. In that it is decided that we are going to charge per capita district dues as so much rupees. And, historically 300, 350, 500, yes, okay. And then the governor tries to balance his budget. Unfortunately, at the end of the year, we found, and this is not only this year, it is years after years, that the district dues are not received as budgeted. Not that we have lesser number of Rotarians, but because clubs do not pay the district dues as required of them. This is something which has to be, considered. We are all very, very responsible citizens. We are people who qualify to be Rotarians, and we should ensure that what is due of us should be paid in time. This makes the job of the district governor very difficult. Now you see here a surplus in the accounts presented by Shahabhai. But this surplus is because of the fact that he has been going from one to the other to get donations and subscriptions and, trying to, do call for donations. But the district funds were not there as he had thought of. And this happens, and I don't know how we should think about it. The Rotarians should look into their heart and see about it and ensure that the district dues are paid in time. Thank you.
Well, we have got our great governor, Aziz for everybody, PDG Aziz.
Thank you, Governor Iqbal, and good morning to everyone. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's event. Thank you. I was in Malaysia last year as RIPR, what Chris is here today. And there, in the district conference, the district affairs, for which 1 hour time was allotted, it lasted 3.5 hours. If in this district they are going to last for 3 minutes, may I request you in the morning, if you keep on getting up and sitting down, it's good for the health also. So may I request you for this 3 minutes to stand up and give a standing ovation to the great work District Governor Iqbal Qureshi is doing. Please give him a big hand.
Thank you, Aziz. I'm so obliged. I don't deserve all such appreciation, but it is all because of you people who made me like that. In the end, you see, जैसे कि मैं एक शेर पर करता हूँ उस बात को, तो वही मैं शेर अजीज मेमन साहब आपके लिए कहूँगा कि आपकी गुफ्तगू अच्छी लगी, ज़ौक़ नज़र अच्छा लगा, मंजिलों के बाद कोई हम सफ़र अच्छा लगा, मुद्दतों की बात, मंजिलों की बात छोड़ो, मंजिलों की बात छोड़ो, किसने पाई मंजिलें, मंजिलों की बात छोड़ो, किसने पाई मंजिलें, एक सफ़र अच्छा लगा, एक हम सफ़र अच्छा लगा. This is all for you. Thank you very much.
Friends, let me give you a brief background about what we are talking about. This session, which is dedicated to Rotary Aman Ki Asha partnership, and with the prime focus on peace through service, and something which Rotary has been doing for years in various regions all over the world, and something which the Rotarians from Pakistan and India have also been doing for years. I'll give you a brief background with regard to what we have done between India and Pakistan during last many years. There had been many interactions at various occasions in 80s, in 90s as well. But the first real serious interaction, a formal interaction, came in March 2000, when for the first time ever a Rotary International Presidential Conference was held at Karachi, in which around 150 Rotarians from India participated. And past District Governor late Tariq was the key person behind that, holding that conference. And then again, things were happening. But then in 2005, past District Governor Deepak Talwar and myself, we, decided to have a formal relationship of doing things. A detailed report on this subject will be presented by my friend Irfan. And now allow me to recognize our friends who have come all the way from India as well. I have just introduced to you all Deepak, who has been a regular visitor to Pakistan. I would now like to request all the delegates from India to please stand up and get recognized. I will request Lale to give you an overview of what we have done, what Rotary Aman Ki Asha partnership has done during last 8 to 10 months time. Lale is the coordinator for Rotary Aman Ki Asha, for the Aman Ki Asha program with Young Group, and she of course has been a major source of inspiration and motivation in terms of making this program successful. Lale, will you come here on the stage, please?
Assalamu alaikum and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by thanking the Rotary Club for inviting me to this event and for giving me the opportunity to learn about some of the wonderful work that the Rotary Club has been doing. It's also a great privilege to be asked to speak today. Today marks the second Rotary Annual District Conference that I've been invited to attend, and it also signals another very important anniversary. It has been 1 year since Aman Ki Asha and the Rotary Club have come together in a strategic partnership. This is when the MOU between Rotary Club and Aman Ki Asha was signed last March. Just to give you some background about Aman Ki Asha, we are an Indo-Pak peace initiative that has been jointly launched by the Times of India and the Jung Group of Pakistan. We promote peace through a three-pronged approach, providing a platform for open and honest discussion on all issues, advocating economic collaboration as the single most important driver for peace, and promoting people-to-people contacts in the fields of healthcare, sports, trade, and so on. This is backed by an intensive media campaign that seeks to lobby with governments to make the requisite policy changes to facilitate peace. In retrospect, it seemed almost natural that Aman Ki Asha and the Rotary Club should come together to partner for some initiatives. There's a natural affinity in our approaches and in our mandates. Specifically, both initiatives focus on promoting peace, general well-being in both countries, and facilitating cultural exchanges and people-to-people contacts. As members of civil society, we work for and with the people of the two countries. However, the Indo-Pak conflict is not between the people of India and Pakistan. This conflict is between governments. It is political. Its origins are far removed from the affairs and even the attitudes of the people of the two countries. But its ramifications stretch far beyond politics. They are deeply personal. The Aman Ki Asha and Rotary Strategic Partnership takes a very personal approach to a political problem. It cuts through nationality, religion, class, and reaches out to people on the most simple and essential level, beyond rhetoric, beyond the baggage of history and realpolitik. It takes us back to what is common to all people, our most natural affinities, our unalienable right to health, and the future of our children. As part of the Aman Ki Asha and Rotary Club Strategic Partnership, we have launched Heart to Heart, through which we have sent 100 underprivileged children from Pakistan to India to undergo heart surgery. We plan to send another 100 in the next year. We have also launched a youth exchange program and have seen 2 delegations of students travel across the border, returning with deep friendships and brimming with enthusiasm. We hope to send several more delegations over the course of the year. We have also started working on Aman Ki Asha and Rotary Club eye hospitals, which will offer free treatment to the people of Pakistan. We also plan to partner with the Rotary Club to combat polio, a disease that has claimed far too many lives in both countries. The Jung Group and the Times of India have backed this with an intensive media campaign highlighting the tremendous cost of conflict and the dividends of peace. This is some of the coverage that we have given this initiative. The response to this coverage has been beyond our imaginings. Within a day of launching Heart to Heart, we were inundated with applications from across the country. People from different professions desperate to save their children, for hope and for the dividends of peace. The overwhelming response has made me realize the abject need that exists for so many. The dirt when far too many of our resources are funneled away from the avenues that sustain us the most and are put towards overinflated military budgets, towards maintaining a state of Cold War waged not only against our stated enemy but against ourselves. The Aman Ki Asha and Rotary Club partnership is the antidote to this Cold War. Through Heart to Heart, through our youth exchanges and various other programs, we connect people on a deep, personal and essential level. We have seen many, many successes over the past year. These are some of the children who we've been able to help, some of the families that we've helped to unite and maintain. The Aman Ki Asha and Rotary Club partnership has not only healed hearts, but it has mended bridges. It has given hope when sometimes there has been none, the hope of restored family, of the future of a child, and of a day when neighbors can reach out and help each other when they need each other the most. I would like to thank the Rotary Club for giving me the opportunity to work with them on these wonderful projects. It truly has been a privilege and an honor, and I look forward to working with the Rotary Club to achieve many more initiatives in the future. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I'll just give a brief about the Rotary Way service, peace through service. Rotary ने between India and Pakistan इस पीस प्रोसेस को आज से 2005 से हमने शुरू किया, एज अ मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट 2000 से, लेकिन फॉर्मली 2005 में एक मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग साइन हुआ जिसके तहत मैचिंग ग्रांट के ज़रिए मुख्तलिफ एरियाज़ में काम किए गए, जिसमें कंप्यूटर सेंटर, मेडिकल इक्विपमेंट, कंप्यूटर लिटरेसी स्कूल, सेफ ड्रिंकिंग वाटर और हैंड पंप्स, इसके अलावा बेशुमार प्रोजेक्ट इसमें किए गए। उसके बाद इसमें एक पर्सनल टच आया हमारी सर्विस में, और वो पर्सन टू पर्सन कांटेक्ट का था, जिसके तहत फैमिली एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम्स, यूथ एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम, अभी आप अभी यहाँ देखेंगे जो हमारे बच्चे वहाँ गए और इंडिया से जो बच्चे पाकिस्तान आए, उनका इम्प्रेशन अबाउट यूथ एक्सचेंज। और सबसे बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट वो है हार्ट टू हार्ट। इसमें अमन की आशा के साथ जो हार्ट टू हार्ट ऑपरेशन हुए, उसमें अब तक 150 बच्चों का, 150 बच्चों का ऑपरेशन हो चुका है, जो पाकिस्तान से इंडिया में जाकर उनके दिल के जो सुराख है उसके अंदर उसका ऑपरेशन हुआ। और न सिर्फ पाकिस्तान, इंडिया ने पाकिस्तानी बच्चों को सपोर्ट किया, बल्कि पाकिस्तान, रोटरी पाकिस्तान ने इंडिया के बच्चों को, जो इंडिया में जिनका ऑपरेशन हुए, उसमें पाकिस्तान की मैचिंग ग्रांट के जरिए उनको ऑपरेट किया गया। तो ये एक्सपीरियंस इन कोलैबोरेशन विद अमन की आशा और बहुत सक्सेसफुल गया। और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये पर्सन टू पर्सन कांटेक्ट ने हम दोनों मुल्कों को निहायत एक दूसरे से करीब किया है। अब आने वाले सेशंस में आप देखेंगे कि जो एक्सप्रेशन, जो इम्प्रेशन हुए, जो फिजिकल काम हुए, डॉक्टर बोस यहाँ मौजूद हैं, और जो बच्चे हमारे इंडिया अभी वापस आए पिछले दिनों, तो उनका क्या इम्प्रेशन है वो आप उनकी ज़बानी देखिएगा और यहाँ फिल्म के ज़रिए देखिएगा। एंड आई ऑल्सो टेक दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी टू acknowledge Masuma Lotia in this gathering. Thank you very much. Shukriya ji.
Now friends, let us share a presentation and some thoughts by the Rotary Youth Exchange team members who visited India recently. And I'll request the Youth Exchange team members to please come here and join us on the stage. I will also request the visiting Rotarians, family members from India to also join us, because they have been their hosts when they were in Delhi. And you can see the affection and love which these children have developed, that as soon as they returned back, these families followed them back to Karachi. Please welcome the delegates from India. To begin with, I'll request Deepak to please introduce his team members.
Fellow Rotarians, I don't know whom I am introducing, क्योंकि ये यूथ एक्सचेंज के बाद ये लोग बदल गए हैं। ये वो है ही नहीं, इनका हुलिया बदल गया अंदर से। शक्लें वही हैं और हुलिया बदल गया है। मुझे याद आता है कि एक बच्चे ने, पहली यूथ एक्सचेंज हुई थी कई साल पहले, और मुझे कहा, अंकल कैन आई आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन? मैंने कहा पूछो बेटे। बोलता है, अंकल अभी हम इन बच्चों को मिले हैं जो आए हैं, ये हमारी तरह दिखते हैं, हमारी तरह सोचते हैं, हमारी तरह खाते हैं, तो फिर आप लोग लड़ते क्यों हो? बिलीव मी, आई वॉज स्टम्प्ड। ही सेज, आप हम लोगों को और मिलने क्यों नहीं देते? मैंने कहा, बेटा सवाल बहुत अच्छा है, जवाब आपकी समझ नहीं आएगा। तो सच ये है कि वो अभी तक मेरी समझ भी नहीं आया है, और जिसकी समझ आया है वो मेरे ख्याल इस बात को बार बार समझा ले कि हम सबको इसको समझने की जरूरत है। फिलहाल मैंने कहा कि हम लोग सब बदल गए हैं। मैं क्विकली अपने टीम को ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन करूंगा। आप सामने जस्ट स्टेप अप। आई विल लाइक टू इंट्रोड्यूस पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट विवेक नंचाहल एंड स्वाति नंचाहल, पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट रोटरी क्लब ऑफ दिल्ली जनक। प्लीज आप खड़े रहें। इनकी सिग्नेचर ट्यून ये है कि विवेक बड़े ग्रेगेरियस बंदे हैं, ट्रैवल एजेंट हैं, और कभी पैसा मांगने नहीं आते आपकी टिकटें करा के, इनको बुलाना पड़ता है। स्वाति जी इनका बहुत ख्याल रखती हैं। इन्होंने तकरीबन आप समझे 70% टीम को अपने घर में होस्ट किया, किसी के यहाँ जाने ही नहीं दिया। और यहाँ तक नौबत आ गई कि सारा किडवाई के एडॉप्शन पेपर्स भी बन गए थे कि वो फैज की बेटी की जगह इनकी बेटी बन जाए। बिलीव मी, मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ। वो सीन देखने वाला था जब एयरपोर्ट पे सारा जाने वाली थी, और कैसे विवेक और स्वाति उसको ऐसे पकड़ के खड़े थे जैसे कि अपने बच्चे से बिछड़ रहे हैं। एंड आई जस्ट आस्क विवेक इन वन लाइन टू से व्हाट यू फील हियर।
I think it's a homecoming for me. My dad has studied in Lahore for 12 years and I don't have words. लेकिन मैं सिर्फ 4 लाइनें कहना चाहूँगा। It's a very good song of one of the movies. तेरे देश को मैंने देखा, तेरे देश को मैंने जाना, तेरे देश को मैंने देखा, तेरे देश को मैंने जाना, जाने क्यों ये लगता है मुझको कुछ पहचाना। यहाँ भी वही शाम है वही सवेरा, वही शाम है वही सवेरा, ऐसा ही देश है मेरा जैसा देश है तेरा। वैसा देश है तेरा जैसा देश है मेरा। थैंक यू।
विमल जी और सीमा जी, विमल जी हमारे सेक्रेटरी हैं रोटरी क्लब गुड़गांव कॉस्मोपॉलिटन के, रियल एस्टेट का काम करते हैं। इन्होंने भी यूथ टीम में खासकर लेडीज को और मेरे ख्याल बेटों को भी अपने होस्ट किया, एंड वी नीड पीपल लाइक विमल एंड सीमा। थैंक यू। मैं नेक्स्ट श्रीकांत जोशी हैं, मेरे चनकियापुरी क्लब के प्रेसिडेंट हैं। ये इतना इनको रोटरी इंटरनेशनल से या हमारे क्लब की रोटरी के बाहर से ज़्यादा वाकिफ नहीं थे। ये काठमांडू भी मेरे साथ आए थे, अब पाकिस्तान भी आए हैं, और मुझे कल कह रहे थे कि यार हमारी जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस होती है उसमें तो कहानी ये होती है कौन बनेगा गवर्नर। कहता है यहाँ लोग एक दूसरे से अच्छा मिल रहे हैं, खा रहे हैं, पी रहे हैं, बड़ा एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, वातावरण बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। तो आई थिंक वी हैव अ न्यू फ्रेंड ऑफ पाकिस्तान इंडिया रिलेशंस, and person who is going to be in charge of a large Rotary club in the district. What a wonderful way to make ambassadors. Thank you.
Now I'll request past President Tahira Khan to introduce the youth exchange team members from Pakistan who all went to India. Tahira.
Assalamu alaikum and namaste everybody. It was a wonderful trip going to India and taking all this youth with me. पीस हमारा मरहला था और पीस आगे भी हमारा मरहला रहेगा। अब हर बच्चा आपको खुद ही इंट्रोड्यूस करके अपने बारे में थोड़ा सा बताएगा।
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon everyone. I am Mushtaba Raja. I am a student of LLB from Lecole for Advanced Studies. I would like to thank past District Governor Faiz Kidwai and Mr. Iqbal Qureshi for providing us with this great opportunity to visit India. The love and affection provided to us by the families, it has been amazing. I find words cheap if I start describing the hospitality. It has been a wonderful experience. I had a splendid time in India. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sara Kidwai. I'm studying at the Lyceum School and I'm a member of Rotary Club of Karachi Karthas. I'm so glad I got this opportunity to visit India. We got to present our views and ideas relating to this peace initiative at different levels. The home hospitality given to us was exceptional and we received lots of love and special care. I hope I get to return soon. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Hira Salim from Lecole from Advanced Studies. I'm an LLB student. I want to first thank Rotary and Aman Ki Asha for giving us such a great opportunity to visit India and meet such lovely people. I must say, not for once I felt away from family. I didn't even call my father once and he called complaining that you've forgotten me. So, jo khana tha, I'm a complete non-vegetarian and over there I was complete vegetarian. Not even once I missed the taste of a chicken. So, I'm really thankful to them. I cannot describe in words the hospitality and love they have given us. It's complete beyond imagination. And in the end, I would like to say that the map should be in the border and not in the heart of the people. So, thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and namaste to all our Indian Rotarian friends. My name is Afsar Hussain and I'm a student of MBA at Greenwich University. मैं अपना कुछ एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहूँगा कि जब मैं इंडिया गया था तो मुझे वहाँ पर एक पल के लिए भी ऐसा नहीं लगा जैसे मैं अपनी फैमिली से दूर हूँ। इस वक्त मुझसे बोला नहीं जा रहा है, I'm really sorry। और जितना प्यार, जितनी मोहब्बत वहाँ मिली वो अल्फाज में बयान करना मुश्किल है और मेरे पास शायद अल्फाज नहीं है। Thanks to all Mr. Deepak Talwar, Mr. Vimal Singhania and Mr. Vivek Bhai to host all of us and give a lot of love. And first and last but not least मैं thanks करना चाहूँगा कि जिन्होंने अमन की आशा और रोटरी कोलैबोरेशन में मिस्टर फैज किदवाई और मिस्टर शाहरुख हसन एक बहुत पॉजिटिव रोल प्ले किया और हम यंगस्टर्स को, यूथ को ये खूबसूरत मौका और एक बहुत अच्छा मौका फराहम किया कि हम अपना एक पॉजिटिव रोल प्ले कर सकें। Thanks to all. Thank you.
My name is Salar Khosrow and I'm a student of Media Sciences, Greenwich University. मुझे मौका दिया गया रोटरी और अमन की आशा की तरफ से कि मैं इंडिया जा सकूं और यकीन मानिए इतना प्यार, इतनी मोहब्बत, मतलब हम में कोई फ़र्क है ही नहीं। सिर्फ मैप है, बॉर्डर्स है, पर हम एक जैसे हैं। हम साथ खड़े हो तो कोई फ़र्क ही नहीं बता सकता कि हमें फ़र्क क्या है। I'd like to thank Mr. Shahrukh Hassan Mr. Faz Kidwai, everybody.
जी ये नाम बता रहे हैं अपने बच्चे का गुलाम हुसैन मेरा नाम है आकाश मेरे बेटे का नाम है
क्या प्रॉब्लम थी बच्चे को?
दिल की तकलीफ में
कैसे पता आपको दिल की तकलीफ थी?
डॉक्टर को दिखाया था नवाबशाह में फिर उन्होंने सजेस्ट किया कि इसका ऑपरेशन हुआ फिर रोटरी क्लब वालों के थ्रू हम इंडिया गए वहाँ से ऑपरेशन होकर अभी ठीक है ये बिल्कुल
कहाँ इंडिया में कहाँ कराया ऑपरेशन?
दुर्गापुर में दुर्गापुर जी हाँ सर साइड से मिले सर
बच्चा ठीक है अब?
अच्छा ठीक है अभी
A presentation of gifts to the children.
मेरा नाम फारूक तबस्सुम है मैं बाई जर्नलिस्ट हूँ और लास्ट ईयर जब यहाँ पर कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही थी तो उस वक्त मैं इस बच्चे को अपने जो साथ मेरी गोद में है वो लेकर आया था तो उस वक्त उसकी कंडीशन थी कि मैं उसे ऑक्सीजन लगाकर ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर के साथ यहाँ पर लेकर आया था कॉन्फ्रेंस में और उस वक्त मैं सख्त परेशान था और इस्लामाबाद में मैं जर्नलिस्ट होता हूँ लेकिन वहाँ से अपनी जॉब छोड़ करके इस बच्चे के ट्रीटमेंट के लिए 1 साल तक मैं हैदराबाद कराची और मुख्तलिफ इलाकों में आता रहा फैज़ साहब ने शाहरुख हसन साहब ने अजीज़ मेमन साहब फिर इब्राहिम शाह साहब इन्होंने मेरी बहुत हेल्प की जब मैं इस कॉन्फ्रेंस में पहुँचा तो उन्होंने फौरी तौर पर इस बच्चे की सर्जरी का ऐलान किया और उसके चंद रोज़ बाद ही जो है इस बच्चे को एडमिट करवा दिया आगा खान हॉस्पिटल में जहाँ डॉक्टर मुनीर रहमान उन्होंने इसकी पीए बेंडिंग की उसके बाद भी कुछ अर्से के बाद फिर इसे प्रॉब्लम हुआ तो फैज़ साहब से मैंने रब्ता किया तो उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि आप चले जाएँ इस बच्चे को लेकर दुर्गापुर जहाँ मैंने डॉक्टर बोस की खिदमत हासिल की डॉक्टर बोस ने बहुत मेरी केयर की और इंडिया जाकर मुझे ऐसा लगा कि जैसे परसेप्शन था कि पाकिस्तान और इंडिया के जो लोग हैं हुकूमतों के अवाम में भी शायद कोई नफरत होगी हमारे लिए लेकिन जब हम पहुँचे तो उन लोगों ने हमें इतना प्यार दिया इतनी मोहब्बत दी और डॉक्टर बॉस के हॉस्पिटल में जो हमें स्पेशलिटी मिली और जिस तरह से इन्होंने हमारी केयर की उसे हम कभी फरामोश नहीं कर सकते
Assalamu alaikum. Namaskar. Very warm greetings from this small hospital in Durgapur, which is only 250 bedded, and I carry very warm greetings from all the doctors and staff in this hospital to you. You know, like everybody else, at one given point in time, I was a cardiac surgeon working in big corporate hospital, and obviously, when you're a cardiac surgeon in our country, means you earn pots and pots of money, and you can't reach out to the middle class, the lower middle class, and the poor people, because the corporate hospital does not allow you to treat poor children, or poor people for that matter. And I was losing a connect with people. And whenever I would ask them, let us do this case, is a very interesting case, comes from a poor family, we can do some benefit. So I was always given a negative answer. I realized that unless I have fiscal and operational control over a system, I cannot do my job which I wanted. So I decided to make my own hospital. People were very friendly, I mean banks were comfortable with me, and so this hospital came up in Durgapur, which is about 150 kilometers northwest of Calcutta, and it took us 18 months to make. From the first brick to the first skin on knife, it was 18 months. So, you know, it has a lot of functionality in the hospital. It doesn't have a lot of granite, a lot of marble, and a lot of extra features, but it is a very functional hospital. It is technologically futuristic, and we have brilliant 70 full-time doctors in this hospital who are day and night working for the betterment of patients. Can I have the next slide, please? My relationship with Rotary started in 2009 when Asansol is a place very close to Durgapur, and the president of that particular club, Gaurang Desai, came to me one day and said, Dr. Bose, he calls me Dada. Dada, can we do some surgeries for poor people? I said, yes, why not? So there was some money along with that particular club, and so we did about 24 complex open heart surgeries along with Ajit Airam and Charjit Singh, who was his Manipur component. Today Manipur is in the news in the newspapers today for some reason, and that is the state from which all the children came, and we operated them. Then next, and the same year, I met, and the district in which this hospital is situated is District 3240. And they had a matching grant from South Korea, and we did 58 children that year. I mean, we did other children also from other sources, but with Rotary at that particular point in time, we did 58 children, and they had, and all of them did very well. And because I was in Durgapur, and Dhanbad is another place which is very close to Durgapur, I met Mr. Kamal Sanghvi, and a sea of opportunities opened up. And through Kamal Sanghvi, I met another great person, Mr. Shekhar Mehta, who ultimately turned out to be a very good friend of mine. And as going by his own lecture day for yesterday, he said Rotary is all about making friends, and I became friendly overnight. And he opened the doors that there is this thing called RIHF, and we want to do 5,000 kids for heart surgery. I said, why not? So as a startup, he said one operation a day, and next year we would do 2 operations a day. I said, okay, we'll do. So we did 150 cases from Rotary in the first year from RIHF. And then came the opportunity when both of them talked to Mr. Faiz Kidwai, and we started operating on children from Pakistan, the Aman Ki Asha program. Now the problem, I think the cardiac surgeons and the cardiologists here will also agree with me that this congenital heart disease is a serious and common cause of life-threatening morbidity amongst children in India and in the Indian subcontinent as well. And without treatment, many of them will die, and some will gradually waste away and suffering. But the good news is that most of these children can easily be treated, and with surgery, and therefore add many decades of productive life, and with obvious benefit to the child and the family, and will potentially contribute to the society as well. India has become rapidly an advanced country, except for the last 6 months, and all modalities of modern medical treatment now exist in the country. And these advanced facilities are not available to the majority of the population for reasons of poverty and logistical reasons of distance to the facilities. And let me tell you one small little thing which I learned over life, that, even if you want to do charity, I never felt proud that I'm doing charity. I felt proud that somebody is giving himself to me for doing charity. I'm getting the opportunity for doing charity. I think that is the motivation that keeps me living, and the ability to do charity and the opportunity that God has given me. And we have just done a few hundred pediatric cases in the Mission Hospital because we're just 4 years old, and we wanted to have facilities for nearly 1,000 pediatric cardiac surgeries a year. This is just the beginning. We need to do more, and the show must go on. And I must thank Shekhar Mehta, Kamal, Sanghvi, Gaurang, all Rotarians, Sushmita, Shayanti, and my wife Sneha, who never asked me, why are you so late? And I must tell you, having come to Pakistan, to Karachi, and I am actually overwhelmed by the hospitality and the warmth. And I must end my small little deliberation by saying, I love you, Karachi. I love you, Pakistan. Thank you very much.
First of all, I would like to thank you to the organizing committee of this conference, so that they have provided us this opportunity to present our contribution in congenital heart disease in partnership with Rotary. NICVD came into existence in late 60s, and it was part of a JPMC. National Institute of Cardiovascular Disease came into existence in late 60s, and it was first part of the Jinnah Hospital, which is now known as JPMC. And since its establishment, congenital heart disease are being treated in NICVD. Surgeries for congenital heart disease is being performed since 1974. Pediatric Cardiology Department established in 1981. National Institute of Cardiovascular Diseases is the first institute of Pakistan to provide pediatric cardiology services. Its Pediatric Cardiology Department is the first department of the country exclusively dedicated to the pediatric cardiology in Pakistan. It was established in 1981, and it is the first institute to be recognized by College of Physicians and Surgeons for training for SCPS in pediatric cardiology. Head of the Department of This department, Professor Kalimuddin Aziz, is the first pediatric cardiologist of the Pakistan. It is the first institute to provide the percutaneous treatment or interventions. Percutaneous procedures is performed here since 1985. Our services include inpatients and outpatient services. We have a pediatric cardiology department which is a 55 beds, which includes 6 beds for emergency patients, 5-bedded NICU, 10-bedded intensive therapy units, plus 10 separate beds for pre-operative patients in surgical ward. This was renovated by the Innerville Club in 2005. 20 patients daily, that is about 7,000 patients per year attend pediatric cardiac emergency. 10 patients on average are admitted per day, that is about 3,500 admissions per year. Reasons for admissions is many are for medical emergencies, some are admitted for catheterization and interventions procedures, and pre and post-operative patients. These are the various procedures, like this is VSD, and this is the device. We have closed it without surgery. Surgery started in 1974 when NICVD was part of JPMC, which include PD ligation, ACD closure, etc. From 1977, congenital heart surgeries were performed as a routine. In 1984, open heart surgery in neonates were being done. About 100 surgeries for about 11,000, it is about 1,100 surgeries for congenital heart disease are being performed each year in all age groups. Our future plans extend the facilities so that we are able to register 8,000 new cases per year in next 5 years and 12,000 per year in further next 5 years, so that about 15 to 20% of the patients with congenital heart disease can be treated here. To do this, we have to increase our number of surgeries to 2,500 per year and interventions 1,500 per year. How to achieve this goal? It can be achieved by increasing the facilities. We need about 400 inpatient beds, at least 4 operation theatre and 4 cardiac catheterization laboratory. Echocardiography department dedicated for pediatric cardiology. Actually, this is the plan of a new institute within the premises of NICVD. Increase the personnel. At present, we have 1 pediatric cardiologist and 1 pediatric cardiac surgeon. We need at least 8 pediatric cardiologists and 4 pediatric cardiac surgeons, 4 intensivists, 4 anesthetists are required, dedicated paramedical nurses and staff. We have the various problems, like there is unavailability of pediatric cardiologists and surgeons and intensivists, limited number of fellows willing for training in pediatric cardiology, shortage of well-trained nursing staff, limited resources when considering the number of patients. We are looking forward for help for fulfilling our future plans to save the children with congenital heart disease. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone and namaste. I'll try to be as quick as possible. I know you are all starving and I'm looking forward to the cricket match. I was just mentioning to Dr. Bose that the love between the two countries, between India and Pakistan, is going to go out of the window as soon as we start watching the cricket match. Well, anyway, thank you very much Aziz Bhai and Faiz for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to share our views about congenital heart disease and how we can take that forwards. This is the Aga Khan University Hospital, which most of you are familiar with. It is said that one of the most painful experiences that a human being goes through is to see a child die in front of you. And we all, as doctors certainly, have witnessed that, and that one memory stays with us for life. Incidence of congenital heart disease is 1 per 100 live births. The facts about Pakistan is that 180 million population, caseload of at least 75,000 per year. So in the last 10 years, there have been 750,000 children born with congenital heart disease. How many units? 5 units performing congenital heart surgeries in Pakistan, and the number of surgeries per year is approximately 2,500. God knows what happens to the remaining 72,000. What does this have? This has an impact on the nation. The nations are made up of individuals. This one child or one patient
is going to suffer, is going to have repeated admissions to the hospital, is going to get lots of investigations, loss of school days. The parents are going to be affected as well. They may lose their job, as has happened. They may have psychological problems. They may fight amongst themselves. They will have severe financial constraint. What about the family? What about the other children? What about the elderly parents? They are all affected by this child who is sick, who is suffering from congenital heart disease. What about the society? They have to look after these people then. And of course, if you have a huge load, huge burden of extremely sick children, then your country is going to suffer. So what needs to be done? Individuals can help. People like us who have trained abroad, have come back to serve the country. We can train further and develop other units. The government should do something. It won't do anything, we know that, but it should do something. What about NGOs? That's where Rotary Club comes in, and other NGOs that have taken part in developing this service. Each unit depends upon how well it is planned. The planning started in 1999 at AKU when I was sent as a future pediatric cardiac surgeon to UK. The program started when I came back in 2006. We have done over 1,000 cases with 93% success rate, which is comparable to anywhere in the world. How have we achieved that? It was not overnight. Dedicated teamwork, lot of support from the patient welfare at our institution, individuals who have come up and supported sick children, poor children, and NGOs. And inshallah, with Rotary Club, we will be developing it further. This is an individual effect. One child found to have a hole in the heart in Rawalpindi belonged to a poor family. The father of this child used to work as a driver in one of the people in Rawalpindi. Their some distant cousins were in Buffalo in USA. A 16-year-old girl in Buffalo was given the school project as to what she wants to do. And she said that I want to help people or help children with congenital heart disease. She raised funds in USA and got this boy operated. And there he's going home. So Hasnain was the lucky one. Surgery provides the best cure and palliation. The benefits of surgery outweigh the risk. Congenital heart disease, if left untreated, is a major financial and psychological drain on parents, society, and the nation. Corrective surgery for congenital heart disease is expensive, there is no doubt about that. But majority of the parents are young and can't afford that treatment. So let us bring back the light to our nation and contribute towards developing a healthy nation. Pakistan Zindabad.
Fellow Rotarians, we've heard of lonely hearts, we've heard of broken hearts. Today we have seen amended hearts and new hearts, and out of which we are making these young sweethearts. All I'd like to say is that our District 3010 has been quite an active partner in amending these hearts to make sweethearts. But let's have some more action now. On behalf of my district as the DRFC and on behalf of my district governor, if we can speed up, we'd like to donate $10,000 from our DDF, and an unspecified amount, I leave it to Shekhar Mehtaji to decide from our personal contributions as to how much heart surgeries we can sponsor from our District 3010. And if I've got 30 seconds more as far as expression concerned, I think one lesson which has dawned on me is that regarding all the mending of hearts, removing fences, I don't know when we'll understand that when we speak of self-interest, we'll realize that in the other's interest lies our self-interest. That's what I'd like to say. Thank you.
Says 2 minutes, I say just 1 minute. Nazar mein rehte ho jo tum nazar nahi aate. What a wonderful program. Only one, I had done a number of projects you see in my whole of the career as a district governor. But Aman Ki Asha, in which you see, I see the youth and I see the heart surgery. I think that this is the most ideal and the best program I can ever do in my tenureship. I thank you all for this thing. I thank you young people for coordinating this thing. I to all my friends from India and all of my friends from over here who helped me out in this thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Shekhar Mehta ji
friends, Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and Namaste. Let me start by extending a very warm welcome to Shekhar Mehta ji and all our friends from India to Pakistan. It seems only yesterday that we went to the charming city of Kolkata and enjoyed the absolutely fabulous hospitality given to us by Shekhar Mehta ji and all the Rotarians in India. Those of you who didn't go to that Rotary conference in Calcutta, I'd like to share with you, and those who did will bear me out, that it was one of the most enjoyable conferences ever that I have certainly been to. Rotarians work very hard all the year round, but at the end of the day they also enjoy themselves, and that's just how it should be. In Calcutta, Shekhar ji, we had met with the global president of Rotary International, Kalyan Banerjee Sahab, and we had promised him that Aman Ki Asha and the Jung Group and Geo would extend all possible help in another wonderful project, which is eradication of polio from Pakistan. And I'd like to take this opportunity to renew that pledge, Shekhar ji. We wrote to Mr. Banerjee only recently, about 3 weeks ago, and I'm delighted to say that he wrote back and he has asked us to coordinate with our friend Aziz Mehman Saab, and we will be working very closely with him in another wonderful project. This seminar holds special significance for me and my colleague at Aman Ki Asha, because this day is of special significance to me personally and to my friends and colleagues at Aman Ki Asha, because it is the first anniversary of our agreement with Rotary International, Rotary Pakistan, Rotary India Humanity Foundation. And I recall Kamal Sanghvi ji, who had come here to sign the agreement, and what a wonderful ambassador he is of India, of Indians and of Rotary. In that sense, I think Aman Ki Asha is like a subset of Rotary. What we are attempting to do between the people and governments of India and Pakistan, you are seeking to achieve globally between all the peoples of the world. I think all of you can take justifiable pride in the wonderful work that you're doing and the passion and commitment with which you are doing it. The people of India and Pakistan desire friendship and good relations, but the competitiveness of the cricket field remains intact. लिहाजा जब मोहाली में पाकिस्तान और इंडिया का सेमीफाइनल हो रहा था, तो मुझे टेक्स्ट मैसेज आया from my friend Ranjan of the Times of India, and he said कि शाहरुख, आज Aman Ki Asha is suspended. So as we speak, the cricket teams of Pakistan and India battle it out at Dhaka for virtually the semi-finals of the Asia Cup. May the best team win. Before I conclude, I'd like to compliment the youth team of Pakistan and in India. They are the legacy of the future. They are wonderful bud bears, wonderful ambassadors, and we hope that they make a future which is better than the one that we are leaving for them. I'm very grateful to Rotary India Humanity Foundation, Rotary Pakistan, for inviting me here and giving me the opportunity to share my views with you. I feel privileged and humbled to be a very small part in this magnificent initiative. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. Got it right this time. Jamila and Hassan waited for 9 months for their bundle of joy to come, and it came in the form of Siraj. Kuch hi din nikle, their joy turned into sorrow when they came to know that Siraj was born with a hole in the heart. It pierced a hole in their hearts too. And of course it meant that it pierced a hole in their pockets too. For the surgery would cost them here nothing less than about 3 lakhs of rupees. Siraj's father probably earned only 5,000 rupees a month, which meant that for 6 years, if he did not spend a single money, he would probably be able to save the life of Siraj. But who knows, Siraj may not live till then. And friends, that's when Siraj probably got in touch with his parents, probably got in touch with Faiz and with Aman Ki Asha, and through Mr. Shahrukh Hassan and Faiz and Aziz and the other people here, Siraj came to Calcutta, from Calcutta to Durgapur, and at Durgapur he is one of those patients that I went to see, and how happy he was and even happier was his mother, who had tears in her eyes. She said, तकलीफ तो बहुत हुई, लड़काना से पहले हमें आना पड़ा up to the Wagah border, from Wagah border to Delhi, Delhi to Calcutta, Calcutta to Durgapur. But she said ultimately it was worth it. दोस्तों, उस बच्चे को अगर आप देखें तो there is one country which has given the life to that child. He got his life here. He was born here. But he got another life in India. उसकी रगों में इंडिया और पाकिस्तान दोनों जगह का खून है. This youth exchange team, when they were making the presentations, probably there was not a single dry eye in this entire auditorium. कुछ तो बोल नहीं पा रहे थे वहाँ बैठे हुए, अच्छे खासे हट्टे कट्टे दिखते हुए भी धीरे से यहाँ पहुँच रहे थे, कुछ अपने रुमाल निकाल रहे थे, कुछ अपनी ऐनक निकाल रहे थे. That's what love can create. I don't know why we are trying to have hatred. I don't know whose agenda it is. I would challenge those people whose agenda it is कि बना के तो दिखाओ. तोड़ना तो बहुत आसान है, बना के दिखाओ तब समझेंगे तुम्हें कुछ खास बात है. And I say this to both ends. Either of them are equally to be blamed for the mess that we are in. And that is where the importance of people like Shah Rukh Hassan comes. Here is a man who could think that in these clouds, if there is a silver lining that has been created by him. And Rotary probably is trying to be a worthy partner in this wonderful program of Aman Ki Asha. There is hope for peace, दोस्तों. Peace is absolutely possible. And मैंने परसों भी कहा था, peace is possible only by these direct acts of peace. आज सिराज के माँ बाप से जाके पूछिए, उनकी जिंदगी में सुकून है. They have peace in their life because somebody took care of them. ये जो आज 4 बच्चे यहाँ आए जिनके की डॉक्टर बोस ने सर्जरीज करी, ask their parents, are they not peaceful? They are. What better way of creating peace than giving life? What better way of creating peace than getting some young ambassadors going to India? I think they are the best ambassadors of Pakistan. यहाँ से जाते हैं, पूरा पाकिस्तान लेके अपने दिलों में जाते हैं और इंडिया में बिखेर के आते हैं. और जब वो इंडियंस वापस यहाँ आते हैं, यही बच्चे जब इंडिया से वापस आते हैं, दे ब्रिंग अ न्यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ देयर नेबरिंग कंट्री. वो उस बच्चे के फादर ने कहा कि मैं जब गया तो मुझे लगा, हु इज अ जर्नलिस्ट हिमसेल्फ, ही सेज मैं गया तो मुझे लगा शायद वहाँ हेट्रेड होगी लोगों में. और जबकि मैंने कहा आपको परसों, एक एनिग्मा है. अगर कहीं और हॉस्पिटैलिटी दिखती है तो मैं कहता हूँ उससे कहीं ज़्यादा हॉस्पिटैलिटी पाकिस्तानी के लिए दिखती है इंडियंस में, और इंडियंस के लिए दिखती है पाकिस्तान में. आई हैड मेंशन दैट डे ऑल्सो कि माई फैमिली एंड अदर पीपल वुड हैव लव टू कम हियर. हमको इसे बढ़ावा देने की ज़रूरत है रादर देन इसे दबा देने की, और ये बढ़ावा दिया जा रहा है. आई थिंक by Aman Ki Asha program. I think, Shahrukh, hats off to you for taking this initiative. I only hope that we can spread the horizons, not only heart surgeries. While we are on heart surgeries, let me tell you, the last kid, this is important, the last kid whose surgery was done, मैं नाम उसका भूल रहा हूँ, 10 बार याद करता हूँ लेकिन हर बार भूल जाता हूँ. उस बच्चे को हम लेके गए प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया से मिलाने के लिए. 2 hours before I left for Karachi, I was at the Rashtrapati Bhavan with that child, another Indian child and a Pakistani child, and the President of India was so happy that we had taken this initiative and the child from Pakistan had come. I will soon share the pictures and with Shahrukh also, and he has ensured that there is going to be some write-up on this. This makes a huge difference. When the head of one country acknowledges a program that we are trying to do, I think that's an excellent thing. दोस्तों, let me end. Before I end, I have 2 more things that I need to tell you. One is the next institute for your zone. I happen to be the convener for that, and I would request all of you to come to Selangor, which is in Kuala Lumpur, just at the border of Kuala Lumpur, a beautiful resort where we are having an institute, and I can promise you it will be an institute you will remember. Those who were at Calcutta, they enjoyed it. I can assure you a similar experience at Selangor. This is going to be in November. You'll keep getting the details, but do be there. Aziz is one of the vice chair of the institute at Selangor. How many of you are coming to Bangkok? So few. इससे नज़दीक, इससे सस्ता कन्वेंशन कभी नहीं होने वाला है. न तो इससे कम रजिस्ट्रेशन चार्जेस होंगे, और ना ही इतना कम फेयर होगा, और ना ही इतने सस्ते होटल कहीं होने वाले हैं. And apart from that, an Asian is the president of Rotary International. There cannot be a better time to attend than going to Bangkok for the convention. Friends, let me just end by telling it has been an amazing experience for both Rashi and me to be coming here. ये हमें लगता ही नहीं है कि हम इंडिया से कहीं बाहर निकल के आए हैं. It's just the same, absolutely. The people are same, the language is same, the food is same, the behavior, everything remains same. But the love and affection that you have shown, you have surpassed us a little, far more than what we can do for you. Do give us an opportunity. Any of you, anytime coming to India, just be assured that apart from Deepak Talwar, who is in Delhi, in Calcutta, you have two friends, Shekhar and Rashi. Just drop us an email, give us a telephone call, and we'll try to express the same hospitality to you that you have accorded to us. Thank you so much. Let this wonderful initiative of peace go along. Let there be more people coming and going. आई एम श्योर ज़्यादा लोग आएंगे और कुछ लोगों की मदद से ये वीज़ा वाली प्रॉब्लम भी ठीक हो जाएगी. एक मैसेज दूसरों को भेजना चाहूँगा, एंडिंग विद दिस कपलेट. शायद हमें सोच बदलने की ज़रूरत है. नज़र को बदलो, नज़ारे बदल जाएंगे. सोच को बदलो, सितारे बदल जाएंगे. तुम्हें कश्ती बदलने की क्या ज़रूरत, तुम रुख बदलो तो किनारे बदल जाएंगे. थैंक यू.
Faiz has asked me to be brief and not take more than 15 minutes. So I will not take 15, I'll just take 14 as I did yesterday. Benjamin Franklin said, there was never a good war. Benjamin Franklin said, there was never a good war or a bad peace. And we take so much of time to understand that. My friends, in Colombo, when President Kalyan Banerjee called a summit for trade and development, we had the Commerce Minister of Pakistan, Amin Fahim, there. Makhdoom Amin Fahim was very hesitant to say, he said, we are trying to give MFN status to India. That has been done. And this is a good news for the relationship between India and Pakistan. There were many who played their role, the industrialists and the businessmen on both sides. The cardiac surgeries, the youth exchange, they bring us together. But the trade and commerce also play a role. And with this MFN status, when the trade and commerce opens up, there would be new avenues of opportunities for both countries. There were two people who played a very important role in that, and both had agreed to come and speak today, but due to other engagement, they could not come. And we wanted to recognize them for the services they have done. And these two are Mr. Shahid Malik, Pakistan High Commissioner based in Delhi, and Mr. Saras Sabharwal, Indian High Commissioner based in Islamabad. They have helped us a lot, whether it is the youth exchange or the cardiac surgery. Since the days of Mr. Shiv Shankar Menon, we have an arrangement with the Indian Embassy that the visas for cardiac surgery children going to, whether it is to Dr. Devi Sethi or to Dr. Bose, are issued the same day the application is submitted. We are thankful to both of them, and both of them deserve a big hand. Let me share with you that we are in touch with Devi Sethi. I have had several meetings, and I and Faiz are supposed to meet him sometime next month in Bangalore to work out the feasibility of making a 300-bedded hospital in Pakistan. My friend, history divides us, but geography unites us. We are thankful to Aman Ki Asha and all our friends to keep it moving, and we will keep on moving together and achieve our target and mission. As the food is also there and Faiz is getting impatient, I will end my few words with one last sentence of John Kennedy, who said, peace, not merely peace in our times, peace, not merely peace in our time, but for times to come. Thank you.
Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Thank you, Conference Chairman. I am the moderator of Flood Relief program. The participants are Rotary Club Meerpur Khas, Ali Muhammad Town, Rotary Club Meerpur Khas, Rotary Club Kipro, White Desert, Rotary Club Degree, Rotary Club Gulshan Hadid. Dr. Jeevat, are you here? Rotary Club of Samaro, Rotary Club of Nawab Shah. Participants, you are requested to please be limited. Only highlight the issues, and I request you to kindly suggest and share your experience. First of all, I call Rotary Club of Ali Muhammad Town. President Rotary Club of Meerpur Khas, Ali Muhammad Town. Please come on. Thank you very much, Rais Ahmad Khan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Kareem. It was 10th of August when there was first rain in Meerpur Khas. And then the rain cascade continues. And on 13th of September, the first aim to remove the persons from the rain affected areas. So we have done this by removing the persons and then providing them the food as well as the tents. As flood was there, so civil hospital Meerpur Khas was non-functioning at that time. So we provided free surgeries in the Muhammad Medical College. And in all these efforts, we were joined by the Muhammad Medical College, Meerpur Khas, and almost all funding was from the Muhammad Medical College. Then PMA Meerpur Khas, Indus Pharma Meerpur Khas, and University of Karachi, especially the Pro Vice Chancellor, Madam Shahana Uruj. Then this was our team. Dr. Sayyid Azim Muhammad, Engineer Sayyid Taqi Muhammad, Professor Zafar Abbas, Dr. Habibur Rahman, Dr. Shamsul Arfin, Dr. Shokar. Apart from these people and these NGOs, we also work with Rotary Club Satellite Town, Rotary Club Meerpur Khas, and other clubs of the Sindh. Thank you very much.
मेहरबानी रईस अहमद खान. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. मानवारा साईं गवर्नर इकबाल अहमद कुरैशी साहब, आयल मेहमानो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम. सिंधु तोखे भेट दिना, किन माक फुड़ा, किन रत फुड़ा, जिन पांजो तोखे खून दिनो से पांजो पाण मल्हाए विया. असांजो मीरपुर ख़ास अमन जो शहर, मोहब्बतन जो शहर, प्यार जो शहर, अमन जो शहर, पर खुदा नागानी आफ़त असां ते अची वई. असांखे ॾुखिया ॾींहं ॾिसणा पइजी विया. पर चवंदा आहिनि त वञिणो बि आहे, मञिणो बि न आहे. असां मुक़ाबिलो कयो. असां दोस्तनि सां गॾिजी रोटरियन सलाम हुजे रईस अहमद खान खे, असांजे रोटरी क्लब मीरपुर ख़ास वारनि खे, जंहिं माण्हुनि खे त बचायो पर लाइव स्टाफ जी बि ख़िदमत कयूं. जंहिंखे कंहिं बि NGOs या कंहिं गवर्नमेंट इदारे या कंहिं रोटरियन सहारो न ॾिनो, उन्हनि जी बि ख़िदमत असांजे रोटरी क्लब मीरपुर ख़ास कयो. असां अलाह साईं खां दुआ घुरूं था त मौला अहिड़ी मुसीबत कॾहिं कंहिंखे ते बि न आणिजो. महिरबानी सर.
बिटाई साहब जे शहर सां सिंध धरती हूअं बि मोहबतनि जी धरती आहे. जेॾो तुंहिंजो नाव बाज को ओॾी मङा, री तूणे री थंबे तूं छपर तूं छांव, आऊं कुजाड़ो काहं तोखे मालूम सबका. This is the presentation regarding the theme of the conference, the change maker. Myself and the children, we will bring the change. My opinion, come into the Rotary, commit to Rotary and commit with the Rotary. Activities by the White Desert, health education in the floods, school education as well as free medical camps and flood affected area. Change. We will bring change is a broad term for anything that you want. I always try to change positively in the community and think that it can be possible by change, and the change is the replacement of the things with modification by which we can move in new atmosphere with continuity of the old further betterment. We actually belong to the underdeveloped country, and we have the problems regarding the education-wise, health-wise, and the rest of all. In between them, without cry we are live innocently, not improving the situation, but the situations are the worst also. In such situation where health hygiene is the problem, from you can say from the road to revenue, from health to hygiene, from literacy to learning, makes so hard our creative brains hanged in daily life problem. Now the question is that how can we bring the change? The change, it can self-divided. We can change C, character-wise. H, for handling capacity to any situation. A, actively participating. No. Ignore in the life, no. Always adapt to yes. And generalized, not randomly, and emotionally, effectively, and must be example for the change. Proud to be part of Rotary. Thank you. Talking with the future. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rotary International Director Shekhar, RARP Quraish, District Governor Iqbal Qureshi, District Conference Chairman Faiz Kidwai. Assalamu alaikum and namaste and good afternoon. Fellow Rotarians, it's my proud privilege to serve the Rotary during the year 2012 and 13 as the District Governor, and at this stage I'd like to discuss and inform you my goals which I intend to do during the year. The detailed discussion I've been doing during my district assemblies. I've organized 3 district assemblies, one in Mirpur Khas, other in Sakhar, and other one is in Karachi. So I'll be discussing in detail my goals and my targets which I have thought that it will be possible for me to complete that. But at this juncture, let me tell my heart feeling that Iqbal Qureshi Sahab has really given me a very tough time, and I think उन्होंने जो काम मेरे साथ किया है मेरे लिए बड़ा मुश्किल कर दिया है। वो रोटरी को उस हाइट तक ले गए हैं, मेरे ख्याल में उससे ऊपर जाना मेरे लिए मुमकिन नहीं है। लेकिन अब मैं क्या करूँ, मेरे दोस्त हैं वो यहाँ तक ले आए हैं, मैं कोशिश ये करूँगा कि उन्हीं से मदद लूँ, उन्हीं को इन्वॉल्व करोगे भाई, जो आप जिस तरह आप आगे आए हैं तो उसी तरह मुझे भी आगे ऊपर तक ले जाएं। Fellow Rotarian, I think I'll be doing that and I'll try to match his achievements through your support and your assistance. आप लोगों के बगैर मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ, मैं खिदमत करूँगा। I'll be serving the Rotary, I'll be serving the suffering humanities, और उसमें मुझे आपकी मदद चाहिए होगी और आपकी मदद से ही मैं इसको कामयाब कर सकूँगा। बाकी डिटेल्ड डिस्कशंस हम लोग डिस्ट्रिक्ट असेंबलीज में करेंगे, बट द ब्रॉड लाइनिंग्स आर माय प्रायोरिटीज विल बी टू eradicate polio altogether from our country, from our district. That is my goal, and inshallah I'll try to achieve that goal, and we'll be doing that. Then I'll be working on education and vocational training. I'll be also be working on a Rotary Foundation, and after due consultation with my seniors and past district governors, I'll form my target. I'll be trying to achieve that with your cooperation. I'll be working on matching grant. I'll also be devoting time on health, and finally I'll be working on poverty alleviation. Fellow Rotarian, I seek your assistance, I seek your help, I seek your cooperation, I seek your guidance, without which my goals will not be possible. I also request, and I'll be asking my seniors, all the past district governors, to please guide me, help me in achieving my targets. I'll be working together with them, I'll be working together with you, and I thank you very much for that.
सारा साल इनके साथ चलाना है तो खुशामद तो करनी पड़ेगी। रोटरी इंटरनेशनल प्रेसिडेंट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव कृष्ण स्वामी राजेंद्र, डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर conference chair, and fellow Rotarians, Assalamu alaikum. I, Dr. Pir Ibrahim, Rotarian Pir Ibrahim, hereby accept the nomination for the year 13 and 14 of District 3271. मैं सब दोस्तों का शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा who pose confidence in me and bring me District Governor for 13 and 14 unopposed. And Iqbal bhai, as your year was the year of the change, I think I will make my year of the togetherness, a year of togetherness where all Rotarians will get together, will put hand together with each other to serve the humanity, to serve the Rotary, for the progress of the Rotary also. मेरे predecessors ने goals बहुत high कर दिए हैं, जैसे डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर इलेक्ट ने कहा, तो ये हमारे लिए मुश्किल हो गया है. पहले शाह भाई ने मैचिंग ग्रांट्स का जो सिलसिला चला आपके साथ, जो फ्लड का वो सिलसिला आया, लेकिन स्टिल यू सेल आवर बोट एंड इकबाल भाई यू पुट अ स्टोन मार्क. मुझे नहीं पता जलाल शेख कहाँ लेके जाएंगे, एंड देन अगेन यू आर विथ मी. सो लेट्स मेक द रोटरी अ फैमिली अफेयर. When you make the Rotary a family affair, I hope the Rotary will grow and progress. Our dreams, our goals are high. But as someone says, initially might be someone laugh at you and someone will fight with you. But I believe in the end, everybody will be with us to make the Rotary success in Pakistan. So fellow Rotarians, आखिर में एक इकबाल का शेर मैं आप सब लोगों के लिए कहूँगा. And every Rotarian is like that. नहीं तेरा नशेमन, नहीं तेरा नशेमन कसरे सुल्तान के गुंबज पर, तू शाहीन है. एवरी रोटेरियन, तू शाहीन है बसेरा कर पहाड़ों की चोटी पर, पहाड़ों पे नहीं बल्कि पहाड़ों की चोटी पर. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the morning when I started to present the district account, I was almost addressing all the empty chairs, but I had a hope. May I have your attention, please? Those ladies that are talking, I always like to hear the ladies' voices, but not when I'm speaking from the podium. Thank you very much. And not the phone at all. At that time, I had a hope that the people will come and fill the chairs, but I have no such hope now. I think there will be more chairs empty by the time I'm through. But I have one consolation that after me, the chief speakers of this gathering will be speaking. So I'm not the चिराग आखिर शब कि मैं ये कह सकूं कि हमें खबर है कि हम ये चिराग आखिर शब, हमारे बाद अंधेरा नहीं उजाला है. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important subject that I am going to talk about, but I'm sorry I will not be able to do full justice because of the paucity of time. And that is the future vision. The future vision is not my future vision or your future vision. It is the future vision of the Rotary Foundation, and it is for DGN also, and it is for Irfan Qureshi also. Future vision for everyone, and it's future vision for the Rotary International. Now, I once asked a sage as to what is I once asked a sage as to what is the prerequisite. What are the 3 steps that I should take or anybody should take to not only sustain the position that where he or she, but also to progress? And he said the 3 things, that is future vision, future vision, future vision, future vision. Unless we have a future vision as to where we have to go and what we have to do and what should be done, we cannot have plans, we cannot have programs, we cannot have implementation. Now in the wisdom of things, Rotary International had decided long time back when and where the Rotary would be in the next 100 years after completing the first 100. And before we start the second 100 years of Rotary Foundation, and which was started in 1917, and we start the second 100 year of Rotary Foundation 2017. Now, then at that time the Future Vision Program in 100 pilot districts started. And I'm going to very briefly point out here as to what are the steps of the future vision. What is future vision? You see, you look at that, it is the latest the new grant model of Rotary Foundation. Of TRF, I've said TRF stands for the Rotary Foundation. So whenever TRF is spoken, it is the Rotary Foundation. The types of grants, the district grants, what are the area block grants that allow club and district to address immediate needs of community and abroad. I mean, we don't have to wait for the right time to apply for the matching grant under the future vision. And we will not have to wait for all the peripheral area and all the prerequisites. But before that, if we start preparing now, I'll talk about that in a minute as to what we have to do now to prepare for this stage where we can take our own decisions at the district level rather than going for the distribution of funds or disbursements of funds or utilization. Global grants. These are the grants for the large humanitarian projects that we have, where we have more than ongoing grants for several years, spread over several years. So that will be still controlled or supported by Rotary International through their policies. This is the step that has to be taken into consideration. Now what we have to do, adopt club leadership plan. We have to adopt the club leadership plan and do what, or elect whatever you do, club TRF chair. If you know the club leadership plan, right. If not, then go to the website and see what club leadership plan, or you ask your assistant governor, or write to me. I'll do that. Now on July 1, 2013, what will be the Rotary Foundation called? Rotary Foundation will remain the Rotary Foundation. The Rotary Foundation of the Rotary International. This will be the name of Rotary Foundation. The name will not change. The future vision, the plan, the mechanics, the process, all that will change. And thank you very much. That is the future vision plan that I...
District Governor Iqbal, RI Director Shekhar Mehta, my dear Rotary family, any good things has to come to an end. This was my first visit and I really enjoyed. My regret is why I didn't visit Pakistan long time back. But now onwards, I know I should visit Pakistan. People are friendly, food is tasty. From the day I have arrived, I was being well looked after by Pakistani Rotarians, especially District Governor Iqbal, Conference Chairman and RRSC Faiz, Asis Mehman, and my aide, Uwais Ahmad. Uwais Ahmad was really helpful for me, and thank you very much, Uwais. Coming to conference proper, the program was excellent, well balanced, fellowship was excellent, the House of Friendship was well organized. Overall, the conference could be rated as an excellent conference. RI Director Shekhar was the star of the conference. The speech was par excellence and thought-provoking. Congratulations and thank you, Director Shekhar. The highlight of the program is what we had today, that is on the Aman Ki Asha project. It was really a good project. It is not only going to serve the deserving children, also it will be building bridges between India and Pakistan. And I wish the program all success. And on my side, I wanted to give something to the project. Director Shekhar Mehta also announced it. So I would like to give at least $10,000 worth of matching grants. Once I go there, I will initiate the project. I must also congratulate the Chairman Faiz for an excellent job. well done. I must also thank my good friend Ashish Mehman for all the assistance and help he rendered towards me. Finally, I must congratulate the Change Makers Conference Governor Iqbal for a job well done and to make this Change Makers Conference a really memorable one. I wish you all the best and thank you, my dear good friends. Thank you.
We were talking of the blood test regarding this के फैस के अंदर से जो है थोड़ा सा जब ब्लड टेस्ट हुआ तो ब्लड निकल आया बजाय रोटरी के. Actually, Shekhar, you made my job quite easy because I was thinking कि what should be the remark which should be given for fairs. So no doubt about this thing कि the today's conference, whatever it is, the work which has been done, the excellency of this has been done, is the teamwork and the headed by fairs. He needs a big applause for that. Fairs, please stand and you see should be given a standing ovation, sir. Please. He is the one, you see, who made this conference. There is nobody else. Under his leadership, I must say that everything has been so finely organized that the whole of the team do say that this is a teamwork but under the leadership of him. Our Director Shekhar Mehta Sahab, I'm so much obliged, because of your coming to this, and as very well mentioned by Krish, you were the star of this program today. So the speech you made, everybody was just talking about that speech. The speech was so wonderful for the first way. The motivator, I must say that you should make a point that you should come at least twice in a year to this district if you wanted to play that district should flourish. Do you all agree about this thing? और सर ये दिल का खेल है जी, दिल का खेल है. दिल के हर खेल में होता है बहुत जी का ज़िया. ये जो जी होता है ना, जी घबराता है. दिल के हर खेल में होता है बहुत जी का ज़िया. इश्क को इश्क समझ मशगले दिल न बना. I think when the year started, it was a little bit difficult, and when this was given कि ये change maker year है, तो शुरू से ये जहन में आया कि what are the possible changes which should be made. So the first change in the district conference was this screen. इससे फर्क क्या पड़ा इस स्क्रीन से? कोई आदमी दूर तक सोता हुआ मुझे नजर नहीं आया, बिकॉज स्क्रीन को सबको फिक्र थी, खासतौर पे खवातीन जो है बड़ी तैयार होकर आई थी इसके अंदर, और कोई आदमी भी सोने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहा था. सब आदमी हंस रहे थे, एंजॉय कर रहे थे, और ये स्क्रीन सबकी चोरी में पकड़ रहा था. एक दफ़ा तो मैंने खुद अपने आप को देखा कि मैं कुछ सोने लगा था उसके अंदर. एनीवे, आफ्टर 3 days जो एक थकन का एहसास था, आज के खुशगवार चेहरे, खूबसूरत चेहरों को देखकर थकन का एहसास बिल्कुल ख़त्म हुआ. और मैंने ये समझा कि ये मैंने जो कुछ किया ये बहुत कम था. मैं जानता हूँ कि मेरे आने वाले लोग, ख़ासतौर पे जलाल शेख साहब, ख़ासतौर पे पीर इब्राहिम शाह साहब, दे आर सो यंग, so energetic. You will see much better in the Rotary in the coming time. I think you should also appreciate them, that the program they have given is a wonderful program there. RIPR, Krish, you had been so nice, so kind, and so favorable. Your guidance regarding this thing which you give during these different moments was something very, very remarkable. You take our points from your country as well. We like you very much, and we hope so that we will continue the relationship with your country, with your district, in a similar way as you did this time. And we always invite you, and this time, unfortunately, your wife couldn't come, but you should come with your wife and be our guest. We welcome you once again in our district. I'm very much thankful to particularly the medical team which came. I think Mr. Ghosh is here, or is he gone? He has gone. But see, he did a wonderful job. आज 2 दिन तक वहाँ हॉस्पिटल के अंदर, तब्बा हॉस्पिटल के अंदर वह मौजूद रहे, और जो बच्चों को देखा, उनकी जो सर्जरी के बारे में जो उनके डिस्कशंस थे, और जो उन लोगों ने यहाँ के लोगों को ट्रेन किया, यहाँ के डॉक्टर्स को ट्रेन किया, इट वॉज रिमार्केबल. एक चीज़ जो मैंने इस पूरे टर्नओवर में महसूस की कि दो प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छे मुझे लगे खुद को भी। वन वॉज रिगार्डिंग अमन की आशा, जिसके पॉइंटर्स तो आप सब जानते हैं कि फैज़ भी हैं और हमारे शेखर साहब भी हैं, लेकिन मेरा एक ट्रेनर है, मैं कभी उसको नहीं भूल सकता हूँ। एंड प्लीज गिव माई रिगार्ड्स टू हिम, टू द सोनल, टू माई फ्रेंड यू सी कमल, दैट टुडे वट एवर आई एम हेयर, वट एवर आई डिड, it was because of his only training. I was not like this, but he made me a changed person. So change making starts from his time when he trained me over here. Just give my remarks to him. Thank you. Thank you very much, and give my same regards to him. And particularly my team, the registration, Shah Saab, you have done a great job. इस दफ़ा मेरे ख्याल में कोई बहुत शिकायतें नहीं आई, ख़ास तौर पे रजिस्ट्रेशन के हवाले से लोगों को बहुत कंप्लेन होती है। And one thing I would like to tell you, the registration which we had was very, very remarkable. I was just thinking कि ये जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट जो है वो अभी आधा हुआ, पता नहीं इस दफ़ा लोग कितने आएंगे, क्या होगा। तो इस दफ़ा we had a registration of 650% and the attendance with the guest was 850%. And one of the very silent worker, which is very least available, कभी आपको कम देखने में नजर आई, लेकिन चाहे वो मेरा जीएमएल हो, उसमें आपको मैं समझता हूं कि लोगों ने पसंद किया। और आज ये हमारी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस की एक खामोश सेक्रेटरी, माय डिस्ट्रिक्ट सेक्रेटरी, वेरी ऑनरेबल, वेरी रेस्पेक्टेबल, किश्वर अल्लाह वाला। किश्वर अल्लाह, प्लीज रेज योर सेल्फ टू बी रिकॉग्नाइज्ड। आपको पता है कि मैंने जब पहले शुमारे में आपने देखा होगा किश्वर लाल की तस्वीर मैंने लगा दी थी जीएमएल में, बहुत नाराज़ हुई। मैंने कहा कि मैं जीएमएल ही नहीं में शामिल होती। मैंने कहा क्या हुआ भाई, कैसे, कह लेंगे मेरी तस्वीर इसमें से निकाल दें। मैंने कहा जी ये कोई मसला नहीं है। उस दिन से यानी शी इज़ सो साइलेंट अ वर्कर, आई मस्ट से, आई रियली सल्यूट यू एंड सल्यूट यू फॉर दैट। थैंक यू वेरी मच। माई फ्रेंड्स फ्रॉम द अदर डिस्ट्रिक्ट, शमसी साहब, एंड यू नो शकील अंसारी साहब। Shakil Ansari was a governor and I used to be the aide to him. And whatever the training you see during the governorship, the problem does come. I was looking after for this particular area. So, Shakil Ansari Sahab, thank you very much for your all the way coming and recognizing this thing. I'm sorry, time थोड़ा सा कम है और बातें बहुत सारी हैं. I got a full page written. लेकिन जाते जाते सिर्फ जिनसे मैं कुछ नहीं कह सका उनको मैं बाद में किसी और कुछ कह दूंगा, बताऊंगा कि क्या है क्या नहीं है। लेकिन हमने एक कोशिश थोड़ी सी की थी, वो ये अजीज मेमन साहब मुस्कुरा के देख रहे होते हैं, उनको ये पता होता है कि सर मैंने कोई शेर सुनाना, उनको पहले ही पता होता है। वो हम कहते हैं कि हमने तो दिल जला के सरे राह रख दिया, हमने तो दिल जला के सरे राह रख दिया, अब जिसका जी चाहे वही पाए रोशनी। With this, I come to the end of this speech. I again once of all thank you very much. और जो कुछ भी मुझसे गलतियाँ खामी हुई हैं वो सब मेरी हैं, and whatever the work which has been done by my team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Keshwar. And thank you, Governor Saab. You have already presented the expression of thanks. And but I would just like to say a few words. Friends, in the inauguration ceremony, while welcoming you all, I requested you all, I presented you all this conference, which will be a conference of change. And I suggested that it will be a conference where we'll have the opportunity to share, to inspire, to motivate, to be mentors, and to collaborate. And I think we have achieved that. Because the 3 days which we have been together, we have been able to share all these things. We started with the change that we had road track, district road track conference also joined with us, and the Interact conference also. And now when we return back, I am sure then when we return back to our respective clubs, we will now be into an action of change. Friends, there has been many new dimensions given to this conference. And I would like to thank Governor Iqbal Qureshi for giving me the complete charge as well as support for organizing this conference. And I would like to thank each and every member of the conference committee. Can I have them all here, starting with the conference secretary Kishwar and all the committee chairs who are present here, Sergeant at Arms, Alim Hashim. Aziz, can you please join us? There has been tremendous contribution from Aziz in terms of getting sponsorships. Kamal Mustafa, Owais Kohari, Farhan Isa. Mohsin Bhai, can you please join us here? Ashraf Ghori Sahab, please join us here. Friends, let us give them all a big recognition and big thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you indeed. Now friends, all of you have indeed appreciated this conference, you have acknowledged it, you have applauded, and I really thank you all. But I strongly believe in self-criticism. And I think there has been areas where we would have done well. There has been lapses. And I personally take complete responsibility of all those lapses. I have, in fact, last night I was just putting in some points that where have we gone wrong. And I have prepared a few points which I will share with incoming Governor Jalal Sheikh and incoming conference chair Iqbal Qureshi, because I would like that next year's conference should be better than this one. Anis Yunus commented that this is my 20th conference, in which I have been involved in organizing it. Although it's not 20th, but the very fact that this thing came in his mind seems that it is now time for me to get away from these conferences. So I will now request Iqbal Qureshi, the incoming district chair, and other incoming leaders as well, that start getting involved in these things, because we would like you to see, we would like you all to be there as the conference chairs. We are there for the support of all of you. So I would like to apologize for all the lapses. There has been lapses, certainly. It could have been, there are some areas which could have been better worked out. We did plan, but perhaps in the end some lapses did happen. So I assure you that in the next year's conference will be a better conference, and I am going to be the most satisfied person if I see the conference of 2013 better than the conference of 2012. I would like to thank RI President's representative Chris for his presence here. I would like to thank RI Director Shekhar and Rashi for their presence here. I would like to thank Dr. Bose for his presence here. I would like to thank all the sponsors, because again, without their support, it would not have been possible, and especially Zong, who had been one of the major sponsors, and Rais Khan, Rotarian Rais Khan from Mirpur Khas, who was one of the major sponsors. I would like to thank Saif, sitting here. Can you please stand up, Saif? He is the man who is responsible for this screen. And if, as Governor Iqbal said, that this is the change, it was possible because of Saif. I have already thanked all the committee members and Sergeant Towns. In the end, wish you best of luck for the time ahead during this year, and then for the years ahead. I thank you. May I request Ikramullah Sahab to come in and adjourn the meeting? He is not present. Irfan.
The conference is adjourned.